Off net. Yeah. Yeah. Up off net. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz the adult. All right, man. Look, you beat me to it. Boxing Logic. What's going on with y'all? That's fine. And guess what I brought with me? How many of you day ones remember Boot Cup? Yeah, it's that time of year. I brought out the Boot Cup. So you guys will be seeing the Boot Cup because it's around Christmas now. I love Christmas Boot Cup. And that's the black, 2 sugars. Oh my God, D Gamer, what's going on with you? Farmer Q, what's going on with you? Greenmount Avenue, what's going on with you? Benny Hall, what's going on with you? All right, man, look. All right, let's get to the live stream. First, I want to say this. Everybody, hit the like button. Hit the like button for a brother. Just for a brother. Hit the like button for a brother. Can I get a like? There's 175 people in here. Please hit the like button. Let's get over 100 likes. All right, man, look. That's Boom Boom upstairs, man. Boom Boom. I took him out. I gave him his chew toy. I don't know what's going on with him. King Joe. Okay, let's get to it. We're going to talk about a few things. We must talk about Tyson the Gypsy King Fury versus Anthony AJ Joshua. Eddie Hearn, he announced that they have a date. Hit the Tyson bell. We got to talk about that. Also, we got to talk about another thing Eddie Hearn said. He said what this community was kind of like thinking. He said, Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, he pretty much just said that he ducked Anthony AJ Joshua. He just admitted that. Anthony AJ Joshua said, he ran my name through the mud. And now he's admitting this. The truth comes to light eventually. We got to talk about that. Also, Ryan Garcia, kind of looking past Luke Campbell a little bit on TMZ Sports. He said that he wanted Gervonta Tank Davis, calling him out again. I've never seen a guy want Gervonta Tank Davis more than Ryan Garcia does. So Ryan Garcia going after Gervonta Tank Davis, telling him not to run. The great thing about Ryan Garcia was he gives him all the love in the world, all the credit in the world for knocking out Leo Santa Cruz. He says that Tank Davis isn't an easy win. He is a fantastic fighter. He is a tough fighter. He is a great guy. And he's saying that's why he wants to fight him. Hit the Tyson bell. Unlike those who like to discredit fighters, they like to discredit them. You got a lot of people say, hey, look, I told you Tank Davis was going to whoop Leo Santa Cruz. He's just that dope. Leo Santa Cruz wasn't enough. Look, stop discrediting fighters. It discredit the guy who won ultimately. So Ryan Garcia said, hey, Leo Santa Cruz is a bad boy. That was a good win. And I'm giving him all the love in the world. I still want to call him out. Hold on real quick. Fury's sparring partner accused him of taking padding out of the gloves to see the video for it. Ben admitted it to hurt partners for confidence. Yes, that's very old news. And I spoke about that a long time ago, early this year. There was a thing saying that he removed the padding out the gloves. And then there are people that knows about those type of gloves. Those type of gloves have less padding anyway. Those are the type of gloves that got less padding anyway. He used that for sparring. Not that he removed. If you look at that whole crate of gloves that he grabbed and he was squeezing, that's how those gloves come. There were people who ordered those gloves. Look on YouTube. They ordered the gloves and they were squeezing them. So those gloves have less padding, period. But you can't sign off on those gloves. If he had no padding in his gloves and he gave it to the Nevada State Commission, they signed off on it. He gave it to Team Wilder. They all got to sign off on it. That's how it goes. That means Team Wilder looked at those gloves and said, hey, there's no padding in it. Great. Let him go out and manslaughter, destroy our fighter, Deontay Wilder. If that's the case, Deontay Wilder has a case not only against Fury, but against the Nevada State Commission, against Kenny Bayless, against Jay Diaz. If you're going to fire Mark Breland, the only brother on your team, if you're going to fire him, fire Jay Diaz too. Fire him too. So that's my whole thing. Let's wait on the trial. That means if he has zero padding, they were all in on it, all of them against Wilder. Let's wait on a manslaughter trial, and they all should be included. That's all that is. That's all that is. It's very easy. Very easy. Hold on. I think I got another super chat, but I can't. Did they? Oh, here we go. Margarito got everybody to sign off on it. LOL. Not trying to hold you up, though. Andrew, no, you're missing it. So, Margarito didn't have faulty gloves. Hit the Tyson bell. We're talking about padding out of the gloves. So now you have to raise your awareness of what you're talking about. So he did not have padding out the gloves that everybody signed on. You're getting things mixed up, and this is where we as a community must increase your knowledge. What it was the hand wraps. The hand wraps, there was something kind of plaster on the hand wraps to where when it gets wet, it hardens. That's totally different than the gloves having padding removed and metal objects in the glove. That is different. So the Nevada State Commission doesn't hold on to your hand wraps overnight and give you hand wraps right before the fight. Totally different thing. It's the hand wraps. So they put it in some kind of plaster. They wrapped his hands up, and as they got wet, they hardened when they dried, right? So once the hand wraps are wet, they harden when they dry. That was very sneaky, and that happened. And when it happened, his trainers couldn't train anymore. Margarito got his license taken away from him. There was a case. There was a trial. Either way, however you want to put it, we need to have a trial. You can't just say, he tried to kill me, I want to fight him again. You feel what I'm saying? There was a trial. Yes. So you guys got to understand what you're talking about when you bring up Margarito. You can't just, grab two totally different things and try to put it together. JD's didn't throw in the damn towel. Oops. All right, man, look. What's good, ShowBizz? What's going on with you? And yeah, that's the black, 2 sugars. That guy that went blind because padding was taken out happened, though. Exactly. Which is why the rules changed. Now, Andrew, think that was back in 1983. So all the stuff that you have to do now is because of that. Rules changed because of that. The law changed because of that. So now there's a whole different line of things that you have to do in order to get your gloves approved. That was 1983. If you don't understand stuff changing, how about this? Let's talk about domestic abuse. Let's talk about that. So back in the days, back in the 40s and the 30s, you can attack your spouse domestically as long as the stick wasn't wider than the thumb. So if you were to, but rules have changed. So if you were to try to hit your significant other with any object and they call the police, you cannot tell the police, hey, back in the 30s, they could do it. What are you talking about? Hit the Tyson bell. If you don't understand rules change, then you what you have to do is study up on things changing and how things have been adjusted. Things were adjusted since Resto and Collins. You understand what I'm saying? So now they hold the gloves until right before the fight, right? Things are different now because of that. The rule of thumb. Exactly. That's where that came from. Hit the Tyson bell. The rule of thumb. Right? Okay, you're the man. Absolutely. People talking, but they're not using sense. What Andrew doing right now is he's so he's not able to see the common sense situation because he just really needs Fury to be a cheater. That's the only way Wilder won, right? All right, man. Look, so let's start with this. ShowBizz educating the masses. It's a shame. It's actually common sense. Oh, and that's what we do here in the war room. So I see all you guys in the war room. Everybody hit the like button. I see all you guys in the war room. All right. That's what the war room is for. is for all you guys to hash that out. And we're going to do this time and time again. Let me tell you something about the war room. And let me tell you something about this community. I am unbiased, okay? I'm unbiased. That's my brand. That's my approach. That's how I analyze fights, and it's natural for me, okay? But I don't expect everyone to be unbiased. Case in point, let me tell you a quick little story. Ms. Biz, wifey is Mexican. We were looking at the fights, and she was looking at the fights, and she was like, dude, why are we looking at scab booger weight? I think it was like a bantamweight fight or something like that. She thought they were too light in the tush. Come to find out, they got scraps. And that leads to another thing when people say, hey, Inoue shouldn't be 2 in the top 3, because I don't know him, because I don't look at weight classes that small. There's no way he has a great resume. You need to start watching those weight classes. Like I said, this community is to raise awareness. You watch those weight classes, you're going to do what Ms. Biz did. Ms. Biz was watching the fight while we looking at scab booger weight. All of a sudden, she saw that one of them was Mexican. She was just like, yo, get him. do it for us. Right? She was screaming for her people. She's Mexican. I get that. So I totally get if there are with black people rooting for black fighters. I totally get Irish people and Irishmen rooting for Irish fighters, Mexicans rooting, Puerto Ricans, all that, Japanese, all of that, okay? And not just your race, but your countrymen. I get all of that. But that's why we got the war room. And as you guys go at it in a war room, maybe I can start talking and approaching things my unbiased way. And the more I approach things and talk about things, maybe your awareness start changing, and just maybe people who are super biased based on race, based on their country, whatever, they start growing in the sport and growing in the knowledge of the sport and become just boxing fans. And that's the point of this community. So go at it in the war room. Go at it in the war room all you want. But when we're all done, when this community is finished, and I know this when this community is done, is when we have casuals become boxing pugilists and boxing fans. And the more clear you think, the more you're going to be able to realize the obvious. Nobody cheated. Tyson Fury adjusted, came in bigger. Deontay Wilder didn't have his legs, got pushed around, shoved around, knocked down. Mark Breland threw in the towel before he got severely hurt. All right, so everybody hit the like button. We got a lot of people in here. It's time to talk about the sport of boxing. Everybody hit the like button. We got 500 people in here. Let's get 500 likes. Do it right now. Everybody stop typing. Hit the like button right now. Let's get 2,000 people in here. All right, man, look. So, and we're going to talk about Dillian Whyte and Chisora 3. Not exactly. Let's talk about that first. So, Povetkin tested COVID positive. Povetkin has COVID, okay? Hospitalized. He can't fight. So, Chisora said, I'll fight Dillian Whyte. What? I got slapped around a little bit by Usyk. Not a heavy shot, not a heavy puncher. I'll fight Dillian Whyte. Eddie Hearn said, hey, let's talk about doing that. But hold on, wait 1 second. Eddie Hearn took a beeline. He took a cut. Hold up. Wait a minute, Derek Chisora. Hey, Fury. Hey, Tyson Fury. Dillian Whyte's open. You talking about you want to fight December 5th? Dillian the body snatcher. He's open. Hit the Tyson bell now. Yo, why not? Dillian Whyte's ready. Tyson Fury said he's ready. Why the hell not? Why not? Yep, why not? Eddie Hearn is absolutely right. Tyson Fury, you claim you're ready for December 5th? Dillian Whyte sitting right here, wide open. Dillian Whyte has been ready to fight for the WBC title forever. Why not? Yeah, he's been knocked out by Povetkin. That's right. And it's no fair because Dillian White and Povetkin should have that rematch. But faith has it, Povetkin positive for COVID. Let's pray for Povetkin and his family. I think he's doing okay, but they hospitalized him. Okay, I hope that he comes through COVID. COVID is nothing to play with. But with that being the case, Dillian White is now available and in shape. I'm putting 1K on Ryan Garcia versus Campbell. What do you think? That's good. That's good. That's real good, especially if you put it on Garcia, because I think he should be the favorite, but not heavy enough to where you can't get a payout. Go to busr.com/showbiz for that. Also, the presidential race isn't over, right? You can still bet on the presidential election on busr.com/showbiz. Go to the description box, click the link. And I think that's why not so many, we don't have the most people in here right now. But they're coming. It's almost 600 people in here. They're coming. Pause. Here we go. I see y'all in the war room getting busy. I see y'all in the war room. You don't think I see you guys in the war room? You guys getting busy? Wilder deserves a Fury fight. Does he deserve it? Contractually, he does deserve it. He does. Because Deontay Wilder gave Tyson Fury his opportunity to be where he is right now. Hit the Tyson bed. Yeah, he deserves it. Because of that integrity. Because of that. I don't know if it happens, though. I don't know if he's ready. Does he have a full team? I don't know if it happens. I know that he's saying that Tyson Fury cheated. I'm waiting on a trial. But does it happen? I don't know if it happens. If not, let's not play around. Okay? I wouldn't mind seeing Dillian White versus Tyson Fury. It makes all the sense in the world to me. And that's the Black Two Sugars Boot Cup. Boot! All right, man, look. Because here's the thing. I'm torn. Help me out with this one. I am severely torn. Help me out with this one. Eddie Hearn just announced the date for Tyson Fury versus Anthony A.J. Joshua. He announced the date, April 2021, in the UK, the biggest UK fight of all time. Hit the Tyson bell. Out of all fights in boxing, that is the most important one. Undisputed. That fight is the most important fight in boxing. It's the biggest UK fight of all time. It is the glamour division, the heavyweight division. A little historic note, which a lot of you boxing purists already know. The pound for pound, coining the phrase pound for pound, was to give respect to other weight divisions and other weight classes, because the heavyweight division is the glamour division. Whoever's the man at heavyweight is the baddest man on the planet. The biggest fight and most important fight right now would be for the lineal title, the WBC title, WBO title, WBA title, IBF title, for undisputed between Tyson the Gypsy King Fury and Anthony A.J. Joshua in the UK. Hit the Tyson bell on that. You got to look at the map. You got to look at the plan and the map. Why Tyson Fury? Why does he want to fight December 5th in the UK? To get his home back. He's been fighting in the States. He wants to fight in the UK to get his home back. Why? To build a big fight in April. This chess, it ain't checkers. Dillian White would be perfect for that. Tyson Fury, Dillian White in the UK. Then after that, undisputed, UK. That'd be huge. This year had been just terrible, but in terms of boxing, I would argue that it has been one of the best years in boxing in recent years. I got to think about that, because that wasn't a bad point. Oh, you sent two. Oh, I have to look. I mean, I have took the time to watch the last Tyson Fury and Wilder last fight. Open palm slapping should be points taken. That's all. Well, then did you look at how many? Yeah, it should be taken from both then. I mean, I've done the video and I can do more. I can show how many times Wilder slapped Tyson Fury. I can show how many times Wilder hit Tyson Fury in the back of the head with rabbit punches. I can show the slaps from both. All right. So I guess it should be deducted from both. I mean, it happened with, if you want to be unbiased and true and look at the fight, Wilder was doing this as much as, I mean, I showed it. I showed it. I said in my debunk video, I said slap, 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 slap. And I showed Wilder slapping as much as Fury. Anyway, but that's if you want to be unbiased. If you want to try to make a Wilder point, you got to do whatever you can. That's your boy. Wilder's your boy. Do whatever you can to hold on to him. Be loyal. All right, look. I just think that's the biggest fight in boxing, and that needs to be done. I agree with Ring Magazine when they said that. It needs to be done. It needs to be done. Okay? With that said, though, let's go to the next point. Because Anthony H.A. Joshua, he got Pulev. He got to get past Pulev. Let's see if he does his job. Okay. But Anthony H.A. Joshua and Eddie Hearn, they both agreed that Deontay the Bronze Bomber, that he admittedly ducked Anthony H.A. Joshua. Hit the Tyson man. When he said that he turned down a bigger payday to take on Tyson Fury. War Room, get busy. Get busy. Get busy, War Room. Get busy. Get busy. Get busy. I made a video saying that, oh, a new member, boy, welcome to Ultimate. Nice. Oh man, hey, look, I made a video. I'm not sure if you guys saw it. I may have to put it in my community again, where I said, who ducked? How many of you guys saw that video with AJ and Deontay Wilder? I said, who ducked? And I broke that video down. I mean, I broke it down in that video, who ducked. And I said the first time AJ ducked Wilder. The second time Wilder ducked AJ. Right? Be a stop. Cap is fighting Fury, ducking AJ. No. You're not listening. You're not listening. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm making an argument right now. Remember when I said that? I said they both ducked. I said AJ lowballed Deontay Wilder the first time. That's ducking. And because I brought up the Joseph Parker fight, I have to put the link to the video in the community. And then I said the second time, Deontay Wilder not taking the DAZN deal, that's ducking. Okay. I wonder if Deontay Wilder made me look like a damn fool. When he made that comment that he didn't take the AJ fight, which was more money and for undisputed. It was for more money and undisputed. He didn't take that fight and took Tyson Fury instead. Tyson Fury coming out of obscurity at the moment, being depressed, overweight, being a drug addict, being suicidal, okay? Took him instead of AJ for undisputed and more money. Was that a duck? Yes or no? I'm not ready to say yes yet. I'm not ready because I remember the low ball. But how can I call it a low ball if Deontay Wilder took lower money? Hit the Tyson Bale. I'm trying to stand on my own too and keep calling that a low ball where AJ offered Deontay Wilder the first time. I'm trying to stand on that. I want to stand on it. But how is that a low ball when you're taking less money? What, you thought Tyson Fury wasn't as threatening? I did. I thought Tyson Fury was tougher for Wilder than AJ. I still do. I gave Wilder all the love in the world for taking on Tyson Fury. I said, man, what kind of man takes on Tyson Fury? But I never thought he took it for less money. Why not take AJ for undisputed? What's up, Biz? You betting on the Brook versus Crawford fight? I'll put 50 on Brook. Yeah, you might as well put 50 on Brook. That's probably the best bet you can make. Little 50 on you low risk, high reward. You might as well do that, especially when Brook is such a fantastic fighter. Hit the Tyson bell. That's a good bet. I gotta think about it. You get what I'm saying? Fury was a cherry pick gone wrong. Yeah, go to busr.com/showbiz. Facts, Biz. Let these non-boxing fanboys know. Listen. It ain't even about that, brother. But I feel you. I hear you because you're like, yo, bro, I've been trying to tell you that all forever, Showbiz. I understand. Listen, you guys know I'm a fan of Deontay Wilder. I love Deontay Wilder. You know that. I love Deontay Wilder so much that I want Deontay Wilder to stop sounding out how he sounds so he could be this gladiator that I know him to be. Forget excuses and forget all that. Dude, forget yes men. Forget all those things. Forget all. Have somebody around you who will tell you something you don't want to hear. That may make you better. That's how much of a Wilder fan I am. What it takes for Wilder to actually improve is what I'm for. This stuff ain't going to help him improve. Hey, I don't have to change nothing. Yes, you do. Hit the Tyson bell. But people get me all the way wrong. I got to say yes to everything for me to be a Wilder fan. I got to say, yes, he did get cheated. They did cheat him. Yes, he should. Mark Breland did spike his drink without all the common sense. Yes, Wilder. Yes, they need to give you a belt back. Poor Wilder. I don't say poor nobody. I'm a man. He's a man. I'm a warrior. He's a warrior. We're all warriors in the war room. That's how Wilder fans sound. A real Wilder fan. Hey, man, you need to work on your left hook. Like Roy Jones Jr. said to Joe Rogan, you need to work on your left hand, man. Honest, spike water, this and that. Work on your left damn hand. Hit the Tyson bell. Get better. I'm a realist, bro. I'm a realist. And with that said, yes, it's disappointing to hear someone say, hey, Wilder say, yo, I was going to take the AJ fight, but I decided to take a less money fight for no belt. Makes you think. It makes you think. The strange thing about me being a fan of Wilder is I am a fan of AJ too. And I'm a fan of Tyson Gypsy King Fury too because I'm a fan of boxing, bro. I'm a fan of boxing. I want the best for all these boys. That's why I have so much energy when I talk about boxing. That's why I sweat when I talk about boxing, man. And I'm so passionate when I talk about boxing. And I want these boxers to be what they are, an inspiration. AJ has head hunted all the belts. He gets my respect always, takes risk. Others won't. Low risk fight. Yeah. I'm a fan of boxing and the biz. Much love to you. Hit the Tyson bell. AJ got my respect. He got the best resume in the heavyweight division. Easily. War room. Come on. War room. I know we're at war right now in the war room, but can we all agree? I mean, he easily has the best resume in the heavyweight division. Come on. So when you have the best resume in the heavyweight division, then that's hard. Right? All right. With that said, they think you hating because you keeping it real. Man, dude, like I said, I am from an era, bro. I'm from an era where we don't look, dude. if you trip and fall and skin your knee, everybody don't run to you like ants to a sucker and start, are you okay? Are you okay? We don't even pay attention to it. That boy's all right. Hey, how many spades you got? Hit the Tyson Bell. That's the era I'm from. That's the era I'm from. That's the era I'm from. So I can't adjust. I can't adjust. So when it comes to Lomachenko saying my shoulder was hurt, I'm like, I'm sure of it. But you fought in the fight. Teofimo Lopez beat you. Teofimo Lopez was like, man, dude, I ain't want to say this, but here, I got right foot surgery. I gotta tell you guys that now. I didn't want to do that. I don't want to show me being vulnerable. I'm never vulnerable. How about that? But now we got to do that now because everybody say this hurt, this hurt, this. It's like, bro, okay. Wilder thought he was going to run through Fury as a easy win to stay undefeated. Thought it was going to be like Ortiz. So Wilder must think undefeated is better than more money and undisputed. Oh, well, obviously, because look what happens when he lose. Obviously. Okay. All right. Obviously, because when he lost, it was, yeah, okay. I got you. I mean, for me, when he lost, for me, I mean, like I say, I'm from a different era. So a different mentality, a different demographic. A lot of you guys are like this in the war room over here. I see y'all going at it. Everybody hit the like button, by the way. It's 800 people in here. Please hit the like button. We got less than half the likes. Best Life is up in here. Shout out to Best Life. I mean, I see you guys up in here going at it. And my whole thing is, like I said, when Wilder lost, I was telling ShowBizz the Kid. ShowBizz the Kid was in agony. ShowBizz the Kid was like, Wilder, what? Oh, my God, bro. And if you remember in my live stream, I'm like, hey, calm down. I'm trying to calm him down until after the live stream. Because after the live stream, I told him, hey, your boy lost. So he'll get up and fight again. Do you know how many great fighters I watched lose? It happens to all of us, man. You're a huge fan. It's happened to all of us. Don't worry. He'll get up. I didn't think it was going to do that. I didn't think it was going to be like this at the time. But he'll get up. I mean, I lost. Who cares? It's how you respond to it. That's what we measure you by. Could you see Brooke pulling off an upset? Easily. Yeah, I can. That wouldn't shock me whatsoever. If Brooke were to beat Crawford, I wouldn't be shocked. No excuse error here. Absolutely. All of us true. Absolutely. AJ best resume by a long shot. Yeah. Povetkin, White, Parker, Ruiz, Klitschko. I mean, it's not even close. Hit the Tyson Bell. It's not even close. I remember when AJ was on his run, I was jealous. That's how good AJ. Look, let me tell you something. I was in the States jealous of AJ. Like, dang, man. I wanted, like, this dude is on a crazy run. Getting victory after victory, taking on champion after champion. I'm like, this dude is so young. He's doing it so fast. Hey, there got to be somebody else over here. I'm in the States. Like, hey, come on. And then Wilder wanted some Povetkin. Remember that? And I'm like, let's go. But then Povetkin, he failed the PED test. Now, later, it come to find out it was like a faulty test or something like that. He really didn't cheat. But at the time, I'm like, but when Wilder wanted Povetkin, I'm like, okay, let's roll. It was Tavern, Povetkin. Wilder was on a roll. Ortiz popped dirty. People started popping dirty on Wilder. He started popping dirty on Wilder when Wilder was, see, here, let me tell you something about Wilder. Hold on. Let me tell you something about Wilder. Wilder wanted all the smoke. Because Wilder called out AJ. Wilder wanted all the smoke. Here's the problem. I want to break this down for you guys, and hopefully you guys get it, okay? Wilder wanted all the smoke. He called people out. He fought Ortiz twice. He was doing his thing. What happened was, what we found out was Wilder, the success was so great, victory defeated him. Hit to Tyson Bear. Victory defeated you. Remember that? That is a line that the ShowBizz Lado community lives by. Victory defeated him. I can always hit you with the one punch and knock you out. Tyson Fury didn't go nowhere. He must have cheated. Mark Breland, you're fired. Ah! Victory defeated him. That's all. But leading up to that, Wilder wanted all the smoke. He wanted all the smoke. It got foggy around AJ. He wanted all the money. But I thought AJ lowballed him. Going back to our topic, Wilder says out his own mouth, I chose not to fight AJ. I turned it down to fight you for less money and no belts. At that point, I got to think. Let me go. There was a super chat somewhere. Here we go. Tank versus Jojo Diaz, Canelo versus Badu. Oh, I would love that. Man, at this point, dog, Tank is Canelo. Yeah, I got Tank and Canelo, but yeah. All right, look. Let's move on. You guys ready to move on? He reigned as champ. Yeah. Deontay Wilder, he defended the WBC belt 10 times. ShowBizz, you capping. Joshua is the true A side. How did I cap? I did say Joshua was the A side. Wait, what? Oh, you can't hear. That's all right. Loco so into he can't hear. I don't know when I said Joshua wasn't the A side. You want me to just keep talking about how great he is to make you feel? See, I'm just too unbiased for that, bro. I'm too unbiased for that. All right, so look. The war room, hit the like button. Yeah, everybody in the war room, please hit the like button. Let's talk about this. Because we spent over 30 minutes on that. Let's move on to Ryan Garcia. He told TMZ Sports, hold up. The war room is getting busy. Wilder wanted to boost his profile, gain fans by making AJ look like the one who didn't want to fight. Oh, that makes sense, Miles. That actually makes sense. But are you giving a reason, or did Wilder tell you that? That makes sense. But I'm saying, did you make up that reason in your head, or did Wilder tell you that? Why hasn't Wilder told anybody that reason? Or did you it's not good enough to make that up and say that that's the reason? That's a good reason. What do you think? And Tank and Burchell. Oh. Man, that Burchell, that's a bad boy. Is it fair to just say I want that fight? Because I am no longer looking past underrating Tank Davis. I'm done. I'm no longer underrating Tank. 130 Tank versus 130 Pacquiao. 135 Floyd versus 135 Lopez. Floyd and Pac whoop those. Floyd and Pac is so rare. Those boys are all time. They're too rare. Let me tell you something. What Floyd would have done to Lopez would have been sickening. Hit to Tyson Bear. What Floyd would have done, I looked at that fight. I looked at when Lopez started getting busy. I thought about Floyd. Floyd would have whooped the hell out of Lopez. That when I thought to myself, man, Lomachenko is the best that I've seen since Roy Jones Jr. I thought about my statement when he was losing to Lopez. I promise you, because I always thought that was a crazy statement. So I've kept that in the front of my head. I know for sure Floyd would have whooped Lopez. I know that for sure. Pacquiao whooped Tank too. He'll whoop Tank too. In my opinion. Let me do it like that. Because we don't know for sure, but in my opinion. So Ryan Garcia, he calls out Gervonta Tank Davis, told Gervonta Tank Davis not to run. He said Gervonta Tank Davis is a great fighter. That's why he wants him. He wants to fight the best. He's saying that's what we're measured by. Give Ryan Garcia the Tyson Bell. He's not saying the TMC Sports guy kind of says something like, what, you think he'll be an easy fight? He's like, no, that's why I want him. I don't want easy fights. I want him because he's dangerous. You don't get that, right? I'm a warrior. I want him because he's dangerous. So, Best Life over here cracking me up. Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Tank Davis. The sad thing about that is that fight's not going to happen for a while. It can't happen for a while. It can't. It can't happen for a while. Because Ryan Garcia, he has to get past Luke Campbell. If he gets past Luke Campbell, he has to take the winner between Devin Haney and Gamboa. Then he can start talking about Tank Davis. At that point, if Ryan Garcia beats Devin Haney, he's the WBC four-time champion. Garcia may want Teofimo Lopez at that point. Hit the Tyson Bell. See what I'm saying? If he loses to Devin Haney, then he could talk about Tank Davis or something like that. Now, look. Ryan Garcia also said he's the biggest fight Tank can make. There's nowhere Tank can go. He's capping. He is a big fight for Tank. And me saying that he's capping doesn't mean I don't like Ryan Garcia. I love all those boys. I really love Ryan Garcia. I think that boy, he's a bad boy. He's lying. Okay? This is what I mean. Tank Davis versus Teofimo Lopez is bigger than Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia. It is. Tank Davis versus Teofimo Lopez is bigger. It is. Up off net? That Reynoso camp got Ryan confidence way up. Absolutely. Yeah, Buxton. When Ryan Garcia is saying he got to go to me, there's nowhere to go, I'm the biggest fight. Not facts. Teofimo Lopez versus Tank Davis. Bro, that's ridiculous. You're talking, bro, you're okay. Crawford versus Errol Spence, Tank versus Loma is bigger too. Yep, it is. Tank versus Lomachenko is bigger. I didn't think about that. You're right. You're talking about Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford. You're talking about Tyson Gypsy King Fury versus Anthony A.J. Joshua. You're talking about Gervonta Tank Davis versus Teofimo Lopez. That's the type of work that is. Yeah, that's the Black Two Sugars. Boot! Black Two Sugars? For real. It's that Christmas time of year now. So Ryan Garcia to me was capping. He was capping there. Now let's talk about this. Errol the Truth Spence versus Danny Garcia. Who you guys got in the war room? Let me hear you out. Oh, and everybody, I want you guys to do this. I was on Facebook. And when I was on Facebook, I saw somebody at me. And they had a link. It had a link to one of my videos. And he was talking to someone on some kind of boxing page. He was talking to someone. And he said, oh, he was talking to like someone else. And he said, then meet me in a war room. Are you here today? Are you here today? He said, well, meet me in a war room at ShowBizz Adult. Meet me there. Meet me there. I think he was about to get banned or kicked out or something like that. He put the link up, said, meet me in a war room. Which one of you did that? I don't know which one you are. I didn't see your name or your real name or anything like that, but I saw you added me. Anyway, I love that so much. I want you guys to do that. Tell people if they want that smoke, meet you in the war room. Hit the Tyson bell. Like I said, because once the smoke clears, we're going to have boxing pugilists. Iron sharpens iron. We're going to fix boxing right here in this war room. We're going to fix it. We're going to make fanboys into, I don't like calling, forget fanboys. I don't like saying that anymore. But we're going to make casual fans into boxing pugilists. Did you see Errol and with Brian Custer? He looked strong. Yeah. But my thing is this. You got Danny? React to Wilder 78 Sport. Yeah, I thought that was a very the reason why it was a great interview by 78 Sports TV. Shout out to 78 Sports TV. The reason why that was a great interview is because it was very revealing. There was so much, they were so chummy that so much came out that it was like, oh, okay. I was like, okay, I know exactly what's I know how Wilder's thinking. So, that was perfect. Let's see. Spence got this. Yeah, Spence said he's gonna box. Spence said he's gonna box. Is this the war room? This is the war room right here, where y'all in right now. Spence said he's gonna box. At that point, okay. See, that's why Spence is the best welterweight in the world. Go ahead. Go ahead. War room time. War room time. That's why Spence is the best welterweight in the world. Go ahead. Go ahead. War room time. Go ahead. Look, dude. Look. What makes Spence the best welterweight in the world is this. Duke from Rocky Voice. Hit the damn like button. Everybody hit you got to hit the like button. Why there's no like? Hit the like button, man. We need come on. Let's get to 600 likes. I know we're in the war room. Let's get to 600 likes. All right, listen. Because Errol Spence, he can do a lot of things, bro. Errol Spence, you don't know if he's a body snatcher or a jabber. I've seen Errol Spence for fights knock out all his fighters to the body. I've seen Errol Spence knock out all his fighters to the body for fights in a row. Then you see him have a jab fest and a boxing fest with Mikey Garcia and Lamont Peterson, just outboxing the guys. I saw him go from trying to box to just turn into a dog and breaking up Kell Brook. I've seen him do a mixture of all things against Sean Porter. He was jabbing. He was going to the body. He was slugging. He was trading. He was wrestling. And then Errol the True Spence said, I'm going to box Danny Garcia. You think Danny Garcia just going to hit me right on the jaw and knock me dizzy? Hell no. Here's my thing. I do think Danny Garcia can catch him. If Errol Spence tries to get him out of there, Danny Garcia is going to catch him. My only problem is this. It's going to be hard for Danny Garcia to land that left hook on the southpaw. I don't know why I didn't think about that. But that left hook he throws is going to be hard to land that on the southpaw. That's the only thing. Because the southpaw, he got his guard already there. It's hard. It's hard to land that left hook on the southpaw. That's the only thing. That's the only thing I'm worried about when it comes to, saying, hey, he's going to rock Spence. That start making it unlikely. Now, he has a great straight right hand, too. We found that out. He has a right hand for you. I think Errol Spence, I didn't know who was going to win that fight. I'm going to call it now. Errol Spence by unanimous decision over Danny Garcia. Danny Swift Garcia is something else. Danny Swift Garcia said that when he was champion, Errol Spence wanted a picture with him. And he said, hey, man, can you take a picture with me? And he took a picture with Errol Spence. Danny Garcia, remember Errol Spence in the amateurs, Olympics coming up. And he said, that's going to be a bad boy. He said he knew that he was going to fight him one day. He said, I'm going to fight him one day. He knew he was going to fight him one day. And that one day is now. It's a Tyson Bell. Errol Spence said that he wasn't focused before. He said, he was losing sight and losing focus. And he said he didn't realize it at the time. He said he started to lose focus. When did he say that? Around Lamont Peterson? He said after Lamont Peterson, it just started happening. He said he used to fight Saturday and be back in the gym Monday. He said that he had all the focus in the world. He start losing focus after the Peterson fight. So he could actually pinpoint when he start losing focus. He said he'd go to a party, then it turned to 2 to 3. All of a sudden, he's away from the gym longer and longer. If Spence wins, Spence versus Thurman would be a super fight. I'm ready. If Spence wins, Spence said he only has 2 more fights left at welterweight. He said he's going to 154 after Manny Pacquiao and Keith Thurman. I mean, not Keith Thurman, but Terrence Crawford. And he may not even get the Manny Pacquiao fight, right? He said that after Danny Garcia, he only got 2 fights. And that's against Manny Pacquiao and Terrence Crawford. So there's no room for Keith Thurman there. After that, he's moving up to 154. Yeah, Boots Ennis. He's fighting man, how you say his name? Delamy? No, his name is how you say his name? Thomas Delorme? How you say his name? Delorme. Yeah, Delorme. Thomas Delorme. The thing about and I love that. I think Boots versus Delorme, that's Tyson Bell. Boots versus Delorme, he's a good fighter, man. I mean, he was a good fighter when Bud fought him. It's a Tyson Bell. Remember that? When Bud fought Delorme, that was a good victory then. It was a good victory then. So let's not give, you know what I'm saying? How many of you guys with me on that in the war room? How many of you guys with me on that? It was a good victory then. So it should be a good fight now. Okay. And plus Thomas Delorme, he's not that old. How old is Thomas Delorme? He's like Buzz age. Right? Thomas Delorme is like 32, 33. Yeah, Buxton. Times change. Bro, it's Ennis. That's a good step-up fight for Boots. I'm sorry. 33 maybe. Right. Look, when Ortiz took on God, what's my boy's name? Vargas. When he took him on, it was a good fight for Ortiz. Yeah, Vargas. It was a good fight for Ortiz. That's the same thing. Delorme versus that's the same thing. That's the same thing. What next for Leo Santa Cruz? Maybe move back down. There's a couple of things. Finally get that Gary Russell fight. Gary Russell been wanting Leo Santa. Gary Russell, how about Leo Santa Cruz now? It's a Tyson Bell. He wanted Leo Santa Cruz a long time ago. Gary Russell needs a fight. You can't just jump to the top. He should fight him now. Get his name back as far as a fighter. Get his name back. And then fight Tank Davis. Tim Tszyu, yeah, that dude can fight. I like Leo and Loma at 130. You do? I don't know about that. But I'm going to tell you this, though. Let's talk about this. Go to busr.com/showbiz. You guys know the odds for Devin Haney versus Gamboa. You guys know the odds. Devin Haney is he's a huge favorite for that Gamboa fight. But let me tell you something about that fight. Gamboa said he's going to win. Hit the Tyson Bell. Gamboa said, y'all acting like this is just I'm just here to fill in some time for a quick second. Gamboa said, I'm going to get busy. Think about Gamboa. Gamboa only lost like 3 times. Love this channel, man. Inspiring. Thank you so much. It's a mismatch. Okay. But if Gamboa didn't rupture his Achilles, he could have beaten Tank Davis. No? He could. I'm not saying he's going to beat Devin Haney, because here's my thing. Gamboa, he loses to big guys. Tank Davis, big dude. Devin Haney, big dude, big and athletic. You know, Terrence Bud Crawford, big dude. Last time I checked, though, Gamboa gave Bud Crawford Bambi legs, so he can hit. Also, you can't just have Gamboa go out. He fought on a ruptured Achilles against arguably the hardest puncher pound for pound in the game right now. You want to talk about hardest punchers? Tank is hard pound for pound, probably the hardest puncher in the game right now. Hit to Tyson Bell. Gamboa sat there with a ruptured Achilles. And for him, right, better BF, Inoue, Canelo Alvarez, there's some hard punchers. Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, I said pound for pound. One of. Bud dropped Gamboa 5 times in his prime. Now you tripping. Because how long was Gamboa gone? And you're talking about Bud Crawford, the same one that's fighting at 147, right? So Bud was way too big for Gamboa. How long was Gamboa gone? How long was he gone before he came back to fight Bud Crawford? Still, Gamboa gave him Bambi legs, meaning Gamboa can swat. I'm just saying Gamboa isn't crazy for being hungry to say, hey, I can beat Devin Haney. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. He's not crazy for saying, I'm going to beat Devin Haney. That's it. Is he going to? I don't think so. But I'm making an argument for it. I don't think he's crazy. I don't think he's crazy. Boxing scared of Devin Haney. Man, Jesse, you may be scared of Devin Haney. I don't know what boxing is. I think you probably are. I don't know what boxing is, you know. But here's the thing. I want to say this too, because we're starting to round off the hour. I want to say this too. Inoue. I had Inoue at number 2 in my pound for pound. I had him number 2. Okay. And when I had him number 2, I had comments saying that I was crazy. How many of you guys still believe that now? When I showed in my community, how many people still think? People were saying you're insane, you're crazy for putting Inoue at number 2. Saying, who did he fight? And just showing that you don't know who's down there. Inoue at 2 is too high. But I proved to you guys, that I'm not crazy. Inoue versus Shakur Stevenson. Inoue is too small right now, in my opinion. Right now, Shakur should be lightweight. Maybe he should be lightweight. How is Inoue too high? How is Inoue too high? That means you don't know, right? Ring Magazine got Inoue ranked number 2. I'm not crazy. I got him 2. Ring Magazine got him 2. CBS Sports got him 2. I'm not crazy. I got him at 2. CBS Sports got him ranked at number 2. ESPN got him ranked at 3. I'm not crazy. He's at 3 for ESPN, who is totally biased, though. So, they're biased towards top-ranked fighters. That's why Terrence Crawford is at number 1. But still, he's at 3. You can't drop Inoue under 3. You can't. You will place Inoue at 3 or 4. You can't. 4 is just way too low. You can't drop him under 3. There is no respectable publication that has Inoue under 3. So I'm not crazy for making him 2. That's all. Hit the Tyson Bell. And I just wanted to let you know that. I just wanted to let you guys know that. Now that you know, okay, no respectable publication got him lower than 3. Most of them got him at 2. Now that you know that, now what I need you to do is raise your awareness. Don't look at highlights of Inoue. Look at his fights. Next fight coming up, check it out. Check out him and Rodriguez. Check out him against Nonito Donaire. Check out him against Maloney. Check him out. Watch the fights, not the highlights, not something that someone did for you and put the highlight together for you, okay, and done all the work for you. I'm talking about watch his fights. Look at him. See how good he is. Look at his opponents. Look at who they fought. Oh, 3-division world champion. Look at the champions he beat. Look at him. I know they're small, and it's hard for you to look at small fighters. That's your problem. But I'm saying that doesn't mean that he's not a great fighter because you can't look at small fighters. Love boxing. I'm raising the awareness. Check him out. Check him out. Because you're going to end up just like my woman, Ms. Biz. Why are we looking at Scab Booger weight? Then she'll look at that Julio Cesar Martinez like, get him! Get him for us! She had a ball. I think we should see Haney versus Linares, Tank versus Garcia, and Leo versus Loma rematch. Well, you think that it should be Haney versus Linares, but my thing is, would you be upset at Haney versus Garcia? Because it looked like that's what's going to happen. I think you'll be happy. Tank versus Garcia, we'll see that. Leo versus Loma, look like that's going to happen. But thanks for the super chat. Should Tank grab a 140 title also? He should go to 140. He'll be a short 140, though. He's 5'5". See, Tank got that issue. He got that issue that Mikey Garcia has. Too big for this division, too small for this division. All right, man, look. Kambosos is a monster, bro. Inoue against Cambo. Do you know what weight class Inoue and Kambosos? Do you know what their weight classes? Inoue versus Brandon Lee. Do you guys know their weight classes? I just wonder if you know the weight class. All right, here we go. We're going to end with this. A fun one. Adrian Broner. Hold on. Hold on. Adrian Broner. All right. He went to jail. I understand. He's probably out now. He said that he had nothing but $13 to his name. All those things. I don't care. The only thing that he said that I cared about was Adrian Broner has a fight January 16th. Hit the Tyson fan. He has a fight January 16th. What weight class and who is it? Did you guys hear about that? No. He said it. He said it in court. I got to fight January 16th. I'll pay you back then. Who is it? Is that 140? You know who it is? Prograis, Ivan. Are y'all guessing? 147 against Regis Prograis. Is that what it is? It is. Are y'all guessing or that's what it is? Red Moore said, I'm an insider. Okay. So it's he told you it was Regis. Okay. So it's Regis Prograis. Bro, hold on. It's Regis Prograis? Super chat, $20. Day 362 of my crusade to get ShowBizz to do a video on Orlando. The original Matrix PS. Inoue is the truth. Much like Finito Lopez. Their talents and skills go unnoticed due to the weight class they compete in. My bad, brother. All right. Regis Prograde versus Adrian Broner. Damn. See, here's my thing. Here's my thing with that. Boy, Adrian Broner is something else, ain't he? Adrian Broner will fight anybody, wouldn't he? Golly. How many losses he got? He only got like 3 losses, huh? He lost against Manny Pacquiao, Mikey Garcia, Maidana, Shaw Porter. He got 4. Dang, he'll fight anybody, wouldn't he? He didn't say. Well, his insider said it. His insider's on here. I have no reason to say that that's not his insider, unless if he's lying, then he's lying. But I have no reason to call him out as a liar right now. So if it's Regis Prograde, if it's somebody say he looked 173 at 5'6", if it's Regis Prograde, that boy will fight anybody. You got to give him love for that. Adrian Broner, boy, his heart is humongous, bro. He's fighting Jamal Charlo. His heart is enormous. All right, man. Look, thank you guys for showing up. It was a great hour. Did you guys have fun? Did we learn anything? How about the war room? You guys okay? There's not too much bloodshed in the war room, is it? Everybody come out of it fine? You got both of your ligaments. You got all your stuff. You got everything. Because it was hell. Good stream. Thank you. It was hell. It was hell in there. All right. When we were talking about Wilder and all that, it was hell. Fun stream. Peace out. ShowBizz. Don't, you know my favorite part? Hit the Tyson bell for the Santa mug. Salute, Biz. Hey, look. And that's the black 2 sugars. Oh, my God. Hey, the funny thing is after I say I'm out, it's going to take like a half hour for the stream to end. It's funny as hell. I'm out. Here we go. Look at this. Now look all this time. There it is right there. Now here we go.